You could have gone to the portal if you wanted to. You decided to stay, even though Jack and JT are back. What went into that decision?
Just the relationship that I have with him and like JT, like you said, JT and Jack came back, and Caden Curry. It's just like the Brotherhood here. I wouldn't want to go nowhere else, so that's what my decision was.
There was a point last season where you said that there was ups and downs for you in that sophomore year.
Yeah.
You said Brian Day really helped you at certain points kind of get back on track. Just, is there anywhere you can kind of reflect on last year and how you grew into the adversity?
I'll just basically, like the downs were just, overthinking my confidence, just trying to be that guy when it's not your time yet. So that's probably my down. But the ups was like, they, Coach Day, Coach Johnson, like Jack, JT, Caden Curry, those guys was around me, lifting me up, and they built my confidence back up.
How do you get to the point where you're not overthinking things?
So we have a saying in the D-line room. This Coach Jay preaches this trust the process. That's basically what I've been doing, just trusting the process, just slowing things down. Just not overthinking, like not trying to be the guy. So that's pretty much it.
Where do you feel like you saw the most growth last season for yourself?
I'll say that last stretch of the season. I would say, what game was that? After Penn State, after Wisconsin, one of those games. It was just, like I said, that first stretch, the first stretch of games, just my confidence was going up and down. Just overthinking, like I said before. But just that last stretch, everybody was uplifting me. They was talking to me, and it's pretty much it.
Coach Johnson said that you're getting out of your shell more.
Yeah.
What does that look like in practice? You speaking out more?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, so I'm not a talkative person. I like to be to myself, but this upcoming junior year, Coach Johnson, he preached to me that I had to be a leader in the room. I had to be more vocal in the room, so that's what I'm doing.
What's this spring been like? You're getting more reps this spring probably than any other spring?
Nah, I'll say I had more reps last spring than I did right now. Yeah.
So what is this next step then this spring for you?
Just working on my technique, just slowing the game down even more, just becoming a pro at the game.
Is there a mental adjustment at all? Because I'm sure when you got here, you probably thought 3 years in, maybe this was going to be the moment for you. And Caden too, you're getting to the third year. And now, as you said, JT, Jack are still here. Is there sort of a mental adjustment that you have to go through now to like reset and be like, okay, this is going to be my role for this year?
Not really. It just, of course, like you said, like everybody want to go 3 and out, but that's not the plan. God has a plan for everybody. So, like Jack and JT, those guys decided to come back. Their class, they stated multiple times that they haven't beat the team up north, they haven't won the Natty, and my class haven't either. So, just to do it together, that would be really special.
What can you get out of this? Having another year with them, I guess. Like, what have you learned so far? Have they made you better players?
Yeah.
And does this extra year with them work for you in your favor somehow?
I mean, going back to last season, it was just, that Caden Curry, myself, Jack Sawyer, JT, and Mitch Melton, like we all pushed each other. But coming into, I'll say it started winter workouts where Coach Mick was really on us about competition. Competition was preached last year, but it was just something about this past winter that everybody was like balled in at the same time, and ever since the winter started, like we've been pushing each other like to the max. So
last year we watched a lot of spring practice.
Yeah.
And defensive line definitely had an edge on the offensive line. How's that going so far through 6-7 practice?
I want to say that it's like last spring we're getting good work on both sides. Obviously Coach Kelly, he came in new, so the offensive line is learning new plays and stuff like that, but they're still giving us good work at the same time.
Larry said, you mentioned that there's an emphasis for him as a coach to rotate more
Yeah.
than he did last year. Have you seen that emphasis? He said some of the young guys are getting more reps as one to rotate more this spring. Have you seen that already?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
For you, knowing JT and Jack came back, the idea of rotating more, what does that do for you in terms of your motivation this year?
I mean, last year that was a part of the down too, like my ups and downs, like just overthinking, like when I'm gonna play, I should be playing this and that. But this year I'm just taking a different approach to it. Just letting God work His plan, and whatever God's plan is, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm following.
How did you deal with that last year?
It was a rough patch, you know, just talking to my family back home, just, you know, myself, I personally think that I should have been in the rotation a little bit more, but, you know, like I said, God has his plans for me, and I'm going to follow his plan.
When JT and Jack announced they're coming back, as you said, you thought you should be in the rotation more. Is there any thought of, like, maybe I should leave here, or is it like, I'm staying here and I'm going to work?
There was no doubt in my mind that this is home. So when those guys told me before they broke the news that they was coming back, I was excited. Like I said before, like their class haven't beat a team up north and won a natty yet, and my class haven't either. So just like I said, just doing that together, that would be the icing on the cake.
Larry has had defensive lines before with 4 defensive ends and all played in the NFL all at the same time. He was able to do that rotation 2016, 2017. Has he talked to you at all? Talked to you guys about those years and how he managed that?
Yeah, he talked about it all the time. Show us film in the film room all the time.
So how much is that a reassurance that there is a role for you this year?
I mean, I always knew it was a role, but just never know the time of it, you know? So just following God's plan.
You sense like a difference in comfort maybe just being here for your 3rd year, this first couple just you talk about coming out of your shell.
Yeah.
But what's it like coming in here for practice every day? Is there a sense of comfort for you?
As far as what?
Just you know how things work at this point. You know how Coach Johnson works. You know what's expected.
I mean, yeah, of course. You know, I'm an older guy going into my 3rd year, so I know how things are run. I know how Coach Johnson wants, his drills to be. I know how he wants practice to be. Just going back to me, just being a leader at the end of the day, just being a leader in that room. So.
And you talk about the downs, feeling you should have been in the rotation more. Are those conversations you had with Coach Johnson, or are those things you kind of kept in?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to him after the season. I talked to him, and we came to a solution about this upcoming season. So we're just gonna see how that goes.
When you've seen from the inside guys, I know obviously Tyreek and Tyre at the top of it, but just the guys behind them, what did you see from them?
The competition is through the roof. Like, yeah, you have your Tyreeks, you have your Ty Hamiltons, but you still have your Hero Canoes, you still have Kaden McDonald upcoming. You have Jason Moore that's progressing a little bit more, and Taiwan Malone. They're doing from last season to this spring. It's a huge jump from all of them guys. So they at each other's necks every day, competing with each other, making each other better.
I heard you say earlier you had gotten more work other springs than you are right now. Why do you think that is?
To be real with you, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, I'm still getting a lot of work today, like now, but just looking back at it, like last spring, I just had way more, reps at it. So,
do you think it's just the number of guys in that room that need reps? I mean, obviously JT and Jack. Yeah. They've gotten plenty, but I assume they're still doing stuff. Mm-hmm. And there's the young guy. I mean, is it just kind of how many guys you have in that room?
I think it's a possibility, yeah. This upcoming season and the new rules with the, how many games that we're playing this season. So I guess that plays a factor into it. Everybody needs to play. So, yeah.
How much of the NFL game do you watch? Kenyatta, is there anyone you love your game?
I'll say that's a tough question. I'll say top 3 for sure that I watch is a little bit of Nick Bosa. I watch who's a good one? Brian Burns a little bit, and I forget his name all the time, but the cat from the Oakland Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders.
Max?
Yeah, Max Crosby. That's those who I really model my game after.